WPL. This channel wouldn't be the channel it is today without this brand. Regardless of what you think about WPL, the channel certainly wouldn't be where it is today without them. Obviously not just WPL, there's lots of other stuff as well. But a lot of my early videos, going back, I had a look just a minute ago, my very first WPL video was nearly 8 years ago. 8 years ago next month, and it was a little C14, a little Hilux thing. And at the time it cost $30. Now back then, 7 to 8 years ago, I actually used to get in a little bit of shit for like pushing WPL. In today's video, we're gonna have a look at a couple of new offerings from them. But they're not $30 anymore. And back when I was pushing WPL a little bit more when my channel was smaller, for $30, I still stand by that they were really good value for money. Anyway, I've got another video planned. We're gonna sort of revisit that very early video I did, and I'm gonna redo it for like 2026. And we're gonna go through and I'm gonna build a really nice C14 from WPL, and I might bring up some of the crap I got back then, but I don't want to make it a video all about drama. But I was only a very small channel. I think one of my 2,000 subscriber giveaways was a WPL, so that's how far back it was, and I got loads of crap. Let's get the Jimny out first. Oh, you can get a white one as well. Whee. I'm not sure if I got the white or the green, and this one you can get black and like the army green or the olive drab, I think it's called, isn't it? So ready to run, fully proportional. The ones back in the day, the ready to runs, weren't fully proportional, they were very basic, but from very early on with WPL you could upgrade them. They were always upgradable, and that's what I liked about them. You could spend $30 on one and then spend a little bit more money just upgrading it. And I think that very first video I made, I'd got a ready to run and I'd upgraded it already. What colour? Green. I got a green one. I think as well, I think these have got a new transmitter. Yeah, they have. That's a first. WPL have always had the same transmitter, and this is brand new for them, and that feels quite nice. I'm not sure what this bit is in the middle, but it feels quite nice. I mean, I haven't got massive hands, but it fits in the hand all right, and the important bit is you've got a lot of space in there on that trigger for your finger. Nothing worse, especially if you've got like sausage fingers like me, in not being able to get your finger into that trigger there. And also there's plenty of room so you could wear gloves as well to do that. Button that says brake, we've got a button that says steering rate, and then up here is the steering trim. And I think that's it. Is that a button? No. Yeah, that's it. Nice to see them trying a different transmitter. Instructions, they've always been on just like a little bit of paper. In there it looks like we've got a roll bar, a little bit of hardware, a charger for your battery, a screwdriver, and a few spares and bits of trim, I think. There's a bit of foam in there. There we go. Friction dampers, as expected on all of the, it's got leaf springs. So it's leaf sprung. And there's no shocks on there at all. That is strange. I don't know whether there's any vehicles out there that have leaf springs without actual dampers. Bounce montage. I'm sure some of you have missed the bounce montage. I've not done one for a long time. Anyway, aside from the slightly questionable bouncy suspension, oh, that comes down as well, wow. This is a very nice looking little scale rig. So, fully licensed Suzuki Jimny, military version by the looks of it. We've got opening doors, a full interior, so none of this stuff where you've only got a seat and a steering wheel like sat right on the seat. They've always done good interiors on these bigger models. Steering wheel, even got pedals in there. And then passenger side, oh yeah, magnets on the doors. I didn't notice it on this side. So that's a nice little touch. The screen comes down. I presume the roof comes off as well. That's probably screwed on. We'll have a look at that in a bit. I don't want to pull that wheel and break it. Proper wheel on the back. Tyres feel, they're not super soft, but they're not rock hard. Scale, obviously, nice and scale. First impressions, I like it, and I know the scale guys love these things as well. You can do so many things to them. I've seen some that I think are sitting a little bit lower, wider wheels, different colour schemes. Very, very nice. Right, I reckon we should, let's take the body off so we can have a proper look at what's going on underneath. Does that come up? Oh yeah, little scale engine bay, obviously unpainted, but nice. Right, let's work this out. I reckon it's them two up front there. Oh, that might be it. 2 more here. So 6 screws. There's not actually much to see under here, but just be careful with the wires. That one is for your battery, and then you got ones for your lights, and then your switch there. Chassis mounted steering servo. These are 3-wire, fully proportional. Electronics board there. WPL always have their open electronics like that. They generally have a bit of waterproofing on them, and then you've got spare plugs there. They're usually for rear lights and indicators and stuff. I think that's a 390 motor. This is their newer style gearbox. I mean, it's been out for a while now, but this is their newer style gearbox. They did start some of the earlier ones like this, like the 1/10ths and 1/12ths. They had a, I want to say like a 260 or something motor, and it was a little bit weak. I didn't like how it performed. Hopefully this one will perform a little bit better. Comes with a little 500 milliamp hour battery. I'll stick this on charge. We'll get the body back on this. I'll find a driver, and then we'll open this one up. I think the platform is very similar. I'm only guessing this is the same platform, just a different body. I've not done a proper sort of look or anything online. So obviously the scale's different because the Jimny is so small. So this is obviously a bigger car in real life, which would make it 1/12 scale rather than the 1/10 that the Jimny is. Oh, I just realised. That slides on, look, it comes off like that. Ah, gotcha. Batteries go in there. There's a little compartment there. What's that for? Oh, look. Screwdriver and a couple of Allen keys. What a cool little feature. Well, there you go. That's what it is. Whoa. Instructions. This one, you just get a charger and a screwdriver. No trim or anything in there. There's like some sticky mirrors for your mirrors. So there's some mirrors, and there is a little bit of tape in there that's like a mirror. Oh, very nice. Yep, same with that. I'm not going to do another bounce montage. So this one's probably a little bit more unique because I don't recall seeing any other like UAs, whatever it is, 469s on the market. I don't know if Cross RC do one. They're like the kind of leaders in the like full scale stuff, the kits and things. But yeah, I don't know whether I've ever seen one of these. It certainly looks quirky. I presume it's a Soviet vehicle. Again, you got this top that will come off with a couple of screws. Right, doors don't open on this one. Yeah, no opening doors. Does have an interior though. You can see the interior in there. Proper spare wheel on the back. The tyres feel a similar compound to the Jimny. Not overly soft, but not rock hard that you sometimes see on these kind of rigs. It'll have front lights, then I guess options for rear lights via the electronics. And underneath, it all looks the same. Yeah, all the same underneath. So same chassis, just obviously scaled different because of the actual size of the real truck. Plastic drive shafts. It's a metal, is it metal chassis? Yeah, metal chassis. And it'll be metal gears in there as well. The very early ones had plastic gears in the diffs, but I'm not even going to open it up because I'm confident that that will be metal in there. There we go, 2 nice scale rigs from WPL, ready to run, fully proportional. I think, because this is the quirkiest one, I think we'll concentrate on this one and take it for a drive. I can't imagine they're both, they might perform slightly different. Should we take them both out? Yeah, let's take them both out. Getting the battery in this one is a right pain. In this one, it's in the front, easy. This one, the Suzuki, is under the seats and there's not much space in there to get in. It's a bit of a pain. I guess the easiest way would be to pull that out there and plug it in and then lift the seats up and just chuck it in there, I guess. Oh, hang on. No, the steering wheel's in the way. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that design. Especially if you want to put a driver in, because you definitely can't pull the seats forward if you've got a driver in there. Right then, let's just make sure it works. Switch the transmitter on. Usually you have to go, there we go, left and right. So you've got a brake button at the bottom there. If you watch this, look, hang on. You see, it's got a brake. I'm just letting go of the throttle and it's stopping. So you've got a drag brake on there. So if I try and push it, it won't push. Then if I press that brake button, now I can push it and it's forward, brake, reverse. Yeah, forward, brake, reverse, or just forward and reverse. That's pretty cool to have that little button on there. And then steering rate, that's full lock, then press the steering rate and you get a little bit more. So we'll just keep that at full. I don't know why you'd want to reduce it, but anyway. And then steering trim, low down control like. Should be pretty good with these. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Super smooth as well. A little bit notchy, but much better than they have been in the past. Yeah, that's going to be all right, I think. I reckon that is going to be all right. Right then, let's see what these things are about, shall we? So the last time I had a 1/10 WPL, I don't think I had a great experience with it, with the low down control. It kept like stalling. So I'm hoping these ones will be a little bit better. Oh yeah, I can tell straight away they are. Oh, nice. Yeah, definitely better. Be interested to see how they handle different, because this one's obviously got the battery in the middle, whereas this one's a little bit lower, like the roof line's lower, and it's got the battery up front. So in theory, this one should do better than the Suzuki, although this has got, I think, thinner tyres, so they might dig in a bit better. He says, come on. It done really well to that bit and then slipped down here. Let's see what this can do. Again, nice control. Like I said, it is slightly lower, slightly different weight bias, I guess. It has the battery up front rather than in the middle. Although I can't seem to get as much grip on the tyres. Oh, it's going to do exactly the same. Both ended up in exactly the same place. How about that? Oh, I just think it's too slippery. Yeah, it's just digging in. Why are we only 3-wheel drive? Oh, come on. The wheel's not loose. What? Oh well, that's retired already. Just me and you, sir. You stay 4-wheel drive for me. Nice, come on. So more grip on these stones, although they're a little bit aggressive. Don't slip. Oh, nice. Very nice. That's a cool shot. Just for your info as well, I forgot my gloves. I cannot feel my hands. It is so cold. It's probably a good thing we've only got one. I haven't got to worry about juggling driving two. So actually, once it got some grip on the rock, it wasn't too bad. It was just that slippery stuff it didn't like. Right, drag brake. This is a tester drag brake. It's on at the moment. Nice. It's a very, it's probably 100%, I guess, because it's just locking it up solid. Right, I'm going to press the brake button. Might take a little blip of the throttle. Oh no, okay. It looks good. If you're into military stuff or just Soviet vehicles, it certainly fit in with some other stuff, I'm sure. I've definitely got this low down modulation in order. Much nicer to drive, not as frustrating that it's all jumpy and sort of stalls out. It is a shame, however, that the Suzuki is already broken. I'll have to see what that was. I don't know what plastic's in them axles. Obviously the gears are metal, but I don't know what the rest is made of, so we'll investigate that once we've finished here. Should we see how waterproof it is? Maybe we'll do that near the end. Right then, should we see how it does in this water? I'm not going to go right into the middle. Let's just skirt around the edge first, so I can retrieve it if I need to. These are generally the WPLs. Usually they're not too bad. Problem's going to be grip under there. Actually, I can't really see where it's going, but yeah, even though the electronics are open, I'm going to speak too soon in a minute. I've had relatively good luck with them. When I do go wading. Yeah, there we go, straight away. Sometimes it's the signal more than anything. If the aerial gets covered, it loses signal. So, I mean, as you can see, off and on again, it's fine. Yeah, signal. Let's get it out of here and let some water drain out. Obviously, same disclaimer as I say all the time. Don't submerge stuff in water. Don't do it unless you want to fix it. Most of the time, leave it to dry out for a bit and it'll be fine, even if it gets into the electronics. But I just don't recommend it because, well, submerging anything like this, it's not really great for it. If you don't strip it right down, completely dry it and lube it afterwards. Anyway, not bad. Again, shame that Suzuki broke. We'll have to quickly have a look at that actually. Let's go back to the workshop and look at that. But for a little military scale vehicle that is also a bit of a trail truck, I think it's actually not bad. Whoa, easy now. I don't think you're going to manage that, are you? Oh, what? Well, that's a new one for me. I don't think I've ever broken. It's just like the, what do you call it, the hub or the axle. It's just completely broken off. It is just plastic and it does feel quite thin. The actual axle in there is metal. I'd say there's maybe some room for improvement on them because that broke relatively easy.